So what is Spreadit? It's actually a micro-influencer platform that offers more than like 10K of micro-influencers to promote for brands on Instagram and also Facebook. So currently we have been working with more than 200 brands, say McDonald's, Uniqlo, Shiseido, like Estée Lauder. What is actually like a more concrete difference between KOL, YouTubers, celebrities, or micro-influencers? It's about a width and also the depth difference. So for KOLs or like celebrities or YouTubers, they actually usually like when they create a post, in a very short period of time, they can reach a lot of people, say 10K, 50K, or even 1 million of people. However, the relationship of that KOL with their audience is not that tight. Whereas for micro-influencers, it's about the depth. They have a very tight relationship with their audience. The engagement rate of the influencers and also with their audience is usually very high. So for example, for the like famous influencers, if they have a very like engagement rate like 3% or like 5% is already very high for like big KOLs. However, for micro-influencers, usually they can hit like 10% or even 20%. So it is the difference of a faster reach and also more in-depth reach to the audience. Before I started this micro-influencer platform, Spreadit is actually a free postcard platform. So we mail postcard for free, and we actually
postcard as a postcard.
Yeah, physical.
I still remember you have told that you said when you were starting.
Right, so it's like physical cards, and we like at that time it's more like a social enterprise, and it's like we want to rebuild like the connection between people. And then I'm just saying, okay, so if one day you suddenly receive a physical card from your mailbox, it will be very like surprising and very happy. And then we started that. However, if we are going to mail the postcard for free, we have to get brands to sponsor it, right? Otherwise, there's like printing costs, there's like mailing costs, and etc. So we started to like reach out to the brands, and then none of them are actually wanting to, you know, like all of them didn't reply our emails or not talking to us. Only a few actually did, which is like Microsoft and also Foodpanda. However, why they do like willing to talk to us is because they want our university students network. So they're still not interested in postcard, but then they're asking, is there anything that we can do to promote their products in university? So we are thinking, okay, so the brands actually have money, and then they want to reach out to the students in campus, and then what do the students want? So the students actually, like at that time, I actually did a lot of tutorials and part-times, and I want to, like I don't want to get money from, you know, family, and I just want to earn my own living. And then so what I'm thinking that is usually, I think the students want to have financial freedom at least, or like independence from the family, so they need money. So the brand has money and wants students, and the students have, you know, social media platform and also wants money. So what can we do with that? Is it possible for the brands to actually give the marketing budget directly to the end user, which is the students, and then in return the students give the social media platform placement for the like promotion for the brands, and then we guess like maybe it worked. So we try with our friends to see if they are willing to get paid, and then, you know, create posts, and then we talk to the brands and then see if they are actually willing to, you know, allow the students to create their own content, to like share the content on their own profiles, and then it started like this.
So everybody wants to start social.
So for Spreadit, we actually got the API of Instagram, also Facebook. So like when you actually sign up in our app, and then we get your data and from Instagram, like how many followers do you have, how many likes do you have on average for each photo.
So all the analytics the influencer allows you to actually tap in.
Yeah.
So when you click those buttons, that allows them to actually control your life. In this case, this is a truly control your life, because your boss will actually be able to actually track you.
Yeah.
And then you will know if the follower.
Yeah. And then like when they like created a post on Instagram, and then we can collect the data from that post, like how many people actually like the post, and then how many people actually view the post. We can get data like that. And however, for Instagram, there's like a limitation of the post. Like you cannot making links clickable on Instagram, and then only Facebook can do. So there is like two kinds of objectives when the brands are approaching us, like to have campaigns. One is to do brand awareness, in which they want to have content. So you can see like the clinic example just now. They want to reuse the micro-influencers content as their brand content. That would be one of the key objectives that, or the deliveries that we are bringing for the brands. And the other one will be like a conversions, that like what you mentioned. However, it will be on Facebook, because like only Facebook allowing link clicks. So usually it will be like in the format of landing sites. So you can track how many clicks from that links, and then like from that click, and then convert it to the landing page, and then how many say sample is redeemed from that page, or registration is done from that page. However, I think like for customer journey, it's quite complicated, because it from like how many information that you get, and then like how many research that you have done, and you get to know about the product, and then you actually like ask about your friends, and then you decide to make the purchase. Like there is like a long journey and many decision factors in between. And what Spreadis is playing a role in this journey is mainly about like the touch point part. So we are trying to create as much touch point as possible, and also the information channel as possible. We actually have like I just said, we actually have the API Instagram, so we can extract both likes number and also the exact comments from the friends to back to the the micro influencer. However, because like now currently it's still manual work, like we read the comments by ourselves, because we actually have to prepare a report to back to our clients, and then we have to analyze. Okay, so what do the people actually say about the product this time, and then we'll collect it from the people's comments. So usually there are really like comments asking, so where can I buy it? And I also used it last time, and it's really good. Like this kind of information, we can get it. Yeah, because like it is better for them to actually bear their own responsibility. So you actually pick them, and then if they didn't deliver well, okay, it's your job, like that. So it's important for them to actually pick the right profiles for themselves, because they know their customers best, and then they think like, and also when they are picking on the profiles, they're also doing a rebranding to the brand's image. So say if I'm picking like 10 people who are with tattoos, and also always having very stylish photos, I'm branding my own brand image as a very stylish brand like that. So it's important for them to actually suggest or select the profiles before the campaign launch. Yeah.
So they don't.
So, however, as I said, I actually went to Google for a summer for internship, and then what I did inside, because as a business background, so what can I do is helping the publishers. So Google had AdWords and also AdSense. So one is advertisers, and the other side is publishers. So I was working with the publishers, and then to help them to earn money from the advertisement. So it's I think I'm not creating value directly into the society or into the world. So I think if I'm doing here in Google for the next 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, I'm still doing the same thing. And as a business background, of course, for engineering background, I think it's much better, because Google has a lot of resources and also a huge playground for you to build the things that you want. However, as a business background, I think it's more or less the same. So. And also, back in the business school, I actually joined a lot of competitions, case competitions. I think the business students actually here also should have joined a lot. And there was 2 types of case competitions. One is about business ideas. The other one is more consulting cases, how do you actually help a company to do better like that. So I'm more interested in those with new business proposals. So I joined 5 or 6 like that in my first year. So I actually won some prizes or champion or something in the competitions. And then I was thinking, okay, so I get a prize, but I think it's no point, because I'm not delivering it, and then it's no point of just saying the idea, and then I win a prize, win a champion, but then the idea is actually still just idea. So I was thinking, instead of just like doing business case competitions, why don't I just, if I think the idea is great, and then if I actually win the competition, why don't I just do it if it is like working, really working? So I think it's like how I actually decided to start some real project. I think it's much more fun like than having competition. This is one thing. And then the second thing is that I think back in 2 to 3 years ago, and I think the Hong Kong society is quite, I think up till now it's still the same, is quite negative, I think, like the atmosphere. And I think everyone is always saying that, okay, so the government is not doing this or not doing that, and a lot of opportunities, and I cannot have it, and something like that. And I was just thinking, so I'm actually a very normal person, like very normal person, nothing special. And then if I can actually still walk out, and then if I can prove to people that a normal people can still achieve something, and then to be a life example to tell people, if you don't think you're any special but you can still achieve something, I think it would be great. So I was just like, okay, I want to use my life as an example to show people that even that you don't think you have anything special, but you can still achieve whatever that you want as long as you want. Yeah.
So that's the